Naomi Campbell says she sacrificed love for her career. Speaking to The Cut, Naomi said that she sacrificed finding her soulmate, or quote, someone who really understands you, for her career as a jet-setting supermodel. Naomi has been linked to stars like Leonardo DiCaprio, Usher, Robert De Niro, but has never married. She did become a mom to a baby girl in May. Erica, what do you think about her sacrificing love in order to chase her dreams?
I think we all sacrifice something. So I just think it's a little jarring to people to hear, especially Naomi just turned, what, 50? So I think it's jarring for people to hear a woman say that she's kind of a pioneer in that regard. Not very many women chose that particular sacrifice, mainly for socioeconomic reasons. I think it's very interesting that we're having this conversation because sacrifice looks very different to different people. For me, I knew I had to pursue my career. If I didn't pursue my career, then I would be not a great partner to whoever I was supposed to be with. I would not be a great mother ever because I haven't done something that has always been on my heart and soul to do, and I need to see that through. So there were no, I could never trade one thing or the other when people are like, oh, you're supposed to get married and settle down and have children. And I'm like, but I'm incomplete as of now. So I think that's a very important conversation for people to have with themselves.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
No.
I was just going to say, Jeff, and I was going to ask you. I don't know, because we're talking about the life of a supermodel, and people will be like, oh, well, I can't relate to that. But I think we all can. I think the way that our society, as Americans at least, is set up, we're in a situation now where not only do both parents have to work, but usually the term side gig, which was used just a term in hip hop, I saw it on a billboard the other day. That's how many people relate. So now you and your partner now have 4 jobs for 2 people. So if you do have kids, do you really? Because you don't see them. So there's a weird thing here where you're always going to have some regrets as a parent, but at the same time, you're like, yeah, I missed your game because I'm preparing for college, even though you're in the 4th grade, and college is going to have 2 commas in it by the time I get there. So, Jeff, what do you do as a parent? You're a married man with 2 little ones.
Well, hopefully you make that decision before you're a parent, right? You know what you want, and once you become a parent, hopefully it all aligns. It did for me, luckily. But when you're going after a goal in life, you got to put other things on the back burner. And sometimes it's family members, sometimes it's your best friends, sometimes it's your partner, right? And you gotta do that if you really want to outwork the person next to you. Put in the time, put in the hours. It's not that you don't love somebody that much. It's that this is what I'm focused on having for the rest of my life, and you got to go for those goals. People don't understand that, right? They just think things fall in your lap and you do this and you don't have to work and everything comes at the same time. Yeah. You got to go after it. You got to work for it and then sacrifice some other things in your life.
I actually think it's very selfless of her because, sometimes we see it backwards, right? Dr. Coley was here earlier saying that a lot of her colleagues are retiring early because they put in the time early on when maybe I was goofing off in my 20s, yada, yada, yada.
Maybe? Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
It's okay.
Well, that's long.
Shout out Saddle Ranch.
But I got
Good, you got your fun.
I got my fun out of the way. So if Naomi Campbell was dedicated to working, jet setting, doing everything she has to do, that's selfless because then she's not stringing people along.
Jet setting is selfless?
Well, jet setting comes along with territory.
We appreciate her service.
With a supermodel, you go
ate
from
that caviar for us.
No, you go from Paris to London. Like, it's exhausting. I can't
know.
imagine.
Tell me about it. Sleeper beds, it's the worst.
Don't you dare.
Sam, I got your back.
Don't dismiss her
I'm down for that, but I'm just saying jet setting.
Supermodels have to go from city to city to city.
Do you have any Kleenex under there?
What?
At the Crimea River. They have a great life. Yes, that's a sacrifice. Sorry, you flew private for 100 years. It's okay.